welcome back to this episode, everyone. In this one, we're going to start on the Aztec decaling. There we go, everyone. Look at that. Woo! Very nice. Okay, now you see I put the putty on around the edges here. Just blend it in with the rest of the hull. And I did the same thing over in here. So I just gotta let that set now, and I can paint it afterwards. So the last thing I need to install in here are the impulse engine cowlings. So that's what I gotta do next. There we go. Just gotta let those dry. There we go. Not bad. And the same thing over here. Very nice. Okay, now I got the decals here. These go on first, and these over top. So, I think I'm going to start with the primary hull first and just sort of work my way around. So let's get that started. There we go. Now, these are the tops here, I do believe, and I'll be starting with this sheet here first. Now, one thing I want to say about these that are in between each sheet that you get, don't throw these out, because these are really nice light diffusers, like especially if you're using it in the deflector or along the grids here, in case you want the light to be diffused a little bit more. Those are perfect for that. Looking at the plans here, I'm going to be starting here, working my way around the outside, then doing the inside, and then the very center of the hull. So I'll be starting with 119. Okay, 119 is this one right here. One thing I really like about these particular Aztec decals is they are separated from each one already on the sheet. A lot of the Aztec decals that you get, they come complete whole, and you have to take your time cutting each one out. But with these particular ones, you can see against the light here that they are definitely in each one is separate from each other, so that makes things a little bit easier. Brand new sharp X-Acto. I use piping hot water with a teeny tiny drop of soft soap. Here's some water. Wet down the area you want to put the decal on. Just a little bit of water. Make sure your fingers are damp. One thing about these decals is that they have a very horrible thing about folding over on themselves. just right here. And then any bubbles underneath, just use your brush. Very gently get the bubbles of water out from underneath. And then use a tissue and very gently dab. Voila. What do you think? Not too bad. It's coming along, boys and girls. Now to do the second inside of the inner ring and then the final part. Coming along. Just got the last centerpiece to do and the top part of the primary hull is done. There we go. Woohoo! You can see how it looks really wrinkly right now. Well, that's not going to last because as it dries, as you can see here, the wrinkles stretch away and the decals form to the indentations of the hull. So all of this wrinkliness will go away eventually once it dries. Okay, now I got the underside there to do, but I can't do that just yet until this dries. So I have to let that dry overnight before I can do the bottom. So while that dries, I'm going to be working on the engineering hull. Coming along, got the sides there done on both sides there. That's all done. All done there. Just got to do the top sides here now. There we go. Looking good. Not bad. There we go. Top is done. Just gotta let this dry before I do the bottom. So while the engineering hull is drying, I'm going to do the bottom of the primary hull. Just wetting it all down. There we go. How about that? Looks good. And there we have it. All the Aztec decals are now applied to the model. Looks good. Alright, gotta let this dry. Let that one dry. Well, that's it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we apply the final decaling and the last of the touch-up on the model. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and check out my online store. The link is down below. If you have any questions or you want me to do some commission work for you, contact me at modelbuilder501@yahoo.ca. See you all again later. Bye-bye.